It's Sickle Cell Disease Awareness Month. And in the month of September, I will talk about sickle cell disease. What is sickle cell disease? Sickle cell disease is a group of inherited blood disorders that affect the hemoglobin. The hemoglobin is a protein found on red blood cells that is responsible for carrying oxygen throughout the body. The red blood cell is disc-shaped and flexible, so this allows it to move through the blood vessels. In an individual with sickle cell disease, the red blood cells are sticky, they are rigid, and they are sickle-shaped, and this causes difficulty when passing through the blood vessels. How this affects them is, in a normal and healthy person, the red blood cell has a lifespan of about 120 days before it dies off. In individual with sickle cell disease, the red blood cell lives for roughly 10 to 20 days, and this is why they are mostly short of blood and they can come down with anemia in most cases. Another thing is, because the red blood cell shape is sticky and it has a sickle shape, it can be very difficult to pass through the blood vessel and it can get stuck there because it's rigid and sticky, and this causes serious pain and other complications. How is sickle cell disease inherited? Very simple. When a parent or when an individual with sickle cell gene and another individual with sickle cell gene comes together, it produces a sickle cell disease child. And that's why we plead to people, love is never enough when it comes to marriage. If there is tendency of producing a sickle cell disease child, please do not get married, especially in this country that we are in. If there are not enough measures or you don't have money to cater for the child because they come down with serious complications, please do not get married. Let's talk about the complications of people living with sickle cell disease. Pain episodes, crises, joint pain, bone pain, frequent infections, delayed growth, acute chest syndrome or chest pain. I personally have witnessed people who have sickle cell disease being in pain. There was a particular mother that 2 of her children were sickle cell and they were mostly in the hospital. Hospital today, hospital tomorrow, because they had issues with their bones and their joint. So please, in as much as you love yourselves, when it comes to sickle cell, it's not a thing to play with. Do not get married if you don't have to get married.